Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bravo! Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. I got it. I got it. You're ready.
Play action. It's locked. And incomplete to open things up. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Locke. And James has it. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Go. 1, 2, 3.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So that'll back him up 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
Come get some.
Love. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score 7. Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Spawns! No! Hatchet!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike's 56. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
All day, defense. 47.
Now a give, right side. Rainey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be.
Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on up, come on up. 11B. Check. 53's mine. Check.
Out of the gun, Lock. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Locke. This one complete to Scott Miller. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Cross. Cross.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try the air now with Locke. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Watch out.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check out. 240. We own it. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Ranky. No. 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
57. Check. 12. 57 to Mike. Hey, exit. 57 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. 57 to Mike. Watch 57. Hey, let's get in that hole. Mike, watch 57.
Luck on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw, Love. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Luck. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
53's the mark. Gone right. Check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, see? Check your hot read.
From the red zone now, Locke. James has got it. Complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now they try the right side here. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
53, Mike 53.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
He's checking. Crash.
Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I got you, son.
They'll try the left side. Rainey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, D. Say. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Get ready.
47. 26.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
36. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check one.
Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Last 57. 57's more.
Hurry, hurry.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Motion.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Room here. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given your...
They've got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check three. Mexico.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Oh, he's got David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson, 68 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
47, Mike. 40, 26.
Prescott down. It's caught here by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Adams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Here we go, 47.
47's the mic.
26.
First down, Prescott. That's complete to Smith. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Prescott looking deep for Adams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to fire this thing deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Switch. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Rainey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Get out there.
Spike 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ready up.
Mike, 57. Silver.
Yes, yes.
Motion backfield.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Get him, boys!
On the ready.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? Kill.
ground. This is Johnson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.